Well, hello. Guess what happened? I died. My name is VidMC, and welcome back to another very exciting episode on the IgnitorSMP server. This is my raid farm, and I I died using it. And, well, I didn't lose everything. So I managed to save most of my stuff. I've got all my tools, my bow, my axe, my shovel. These things I had in my backup box. These are my regular, my helmet and my pants that I wear when it's not holiday time. I actually had these off, but I put them on so I could come back and try to get my stuff back without dying again. Yeah, saved the antlers and everything. The one thing that I lost was my boots. So the funny thing is, I'm not entirely sure how I lost my boots. So I was in the raid farm, and I was killing some beasts, and I decided to step out of the raid farm just for a second so I could eat, because as you may or may not know, your hunger goes down really fast when you're actually using the raid farm. So I stepped out, I ate, but then Vexes came and killed me, and all of my stuff just kind of scattered all over the place. Now, there's a bunch of hoppers and stuff, so I thought my stuff might have gone into hoppers, but I checked all the hoppers, and they actually all have item filters on them, so the boots wouldn't have gone into the hoppers. The only thing I can think of is that if the boots ended up in this water stream here, that they would have flown down and into the fire, which I had there. Now, they were netherite boots, which means they wouldn't have burned in the fire, but because the fire was actually in place, and I'm talking about right here, I've actually since put the fire out just to check, I'm worried that the boots were actually sitting in this fire and I didn't even see them. I did turn on hitboxes using the old F3 and B technique, this one right here, but I didn't see anything, and I looked around in the water, I looked around everywhere. I really have no idea where the boots ended up, but regardless, oof, I don't have any boots anymore, so I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time getting myself some new boots. But before we worry about that, I wanted to come over here to the site of the impossible challenges because I wanted to open up my chest and make one final revision. If you recall, we completed the redstone challenge October 14th, the build challenge completed September the 2nd, the collect all potions challenge completed September 11th, and then this one, the gamer challenge, make one game or play one game each week. We have now completed January 1st because that is the end of the impossible challenges. And so now we can expect a full 2 diamond blocks for that. Plus, we get membership or access to the final game where we compete for that huge stack of diamonds. Look at that. I don't even know how many diamond blocks that is, but it's a lot, and I want to win it. So I can't wait until Neat Freeze is finished making the big Warden Maze. But before I do anything else today, I think what I really need to do is use the power of this magical candy cane to get out of the Christmas skin that I'm in right now. So let's do that right now by just zipping back around the way we came. And there we go. We are back out with our brand new skin. And I know this is brand new skin, but it isn't brand new skin at all. This is actually my old skin, and I like it. I'm back to my regular business-suited skin. So yeah, let's go about our business and get back to having some Minecraft fun. And now we are back over here at Trader's Haven, one of my favorite places on the server, and a place that I come very often to get my tools and my armor repaired. But of course, I have to make myself some brand new armor bits, because I still have my diving helmet, so that's pretty good. I still have my regular, in no way special pants, but I'm missing my water socks, or whatever, my boots. I don't have any boots. My netherite boots have gone missing, so I'm going to have to start making some brand new boots. And of course, that's easy to do when you have, books you can get from librarians, and of course, emeralds, which I can get in abundance from my raid farm. Before I died, I actually collected quite a bit of emeralds, which is fantastic stuff. I need to start by getting myself some brand new boots. And is it these guys? These guys are tools. These guys are, what are these guys? Weapons. And these guys must be armor. There we go. Armorers. And you'd think I would know by now what guys are what, but I don't know. I don't use these guys enough to remember that sort of thing. So here we go. Armor. So these guys, fire protection. I don't want fire protection on my boots. Projectile protection. I don't want projectile protection on my boots. Just protection 1. To be honest, these could be just plain diamond boots. I don't really care. I'm going to overwrite all the enchants on them anyway. But as long as I start with something that that is not in conflict, then I don't have to actually bother to unenchant anything. So next I need to come over and get myself a mending book. So grab one of those, mending. Let's grab myself an unbreaking book as well. So that would be here, unbreaking. That would be this one right here. Now, I also need, what else do I need? Respiration, that doesn't go on boots. What else goes on boots? Well, protection 4 goes on boots, I know that. So I'm going to need protection 4 on my boots. That's efficiency, don't want that. Protection 4, got that. I also need Depth Strider 3. Do I have Depth Strider 3 here somewhere? I'm sure I do. Depth Strider 3, here we go, A13. That's the benefit of having my chests all labeled. So I go to A13, and I'm also going to need Feather Falling 4, and I can go to either C6 or E5. While we're on the C side, let's go over to C number 6. That would be this guy right here to get myself a Feather Falling book. I guess this is the same guy that sold me the Unbreaking book, right? Yep. And A13 will be on the far side over here. That'll be one of these last few guys, which will give me my Depth Strider 3, there he is right there. Depth Strider 3, and oh, 31 emeralds! How dare you, sir, charge me that much when everyone else is charging me 1 emerald per book. You know what, I'll get over it. Now I just have to hope I have enough levels to actually put all this stuff on, so let's go, I don't know, Feather Falling, and then Protection, and then Unbreaking, and then Mending, and then Depth Strider 3, 21 levels. And you know what? Let me do this here. Vids. New. Booties. Perfect. Oh, use the anvil too. And now I have a brand new pair of booties. Of course, yeah, there's definitely something missing here, isn't there? Lucky for me, in my shulker box, yes, I do believe... I said shulker box. I meant ender chest. I have a shulker box, and in my ender chest, shulker box, all of that stuff, I do have 1 remaining netherite ingot that I can use to actually apply to these boots. So let's come over here to the smithing tables, and I'm going to use you, sir. Thank you. Just going to borrow your table for a second. Grab myself netherite on my new booties. And that is going to feel, oh, so much better. Back to netherite. I should probably spend some time actually collecting some more netherite in the nether so that I'm ready just in case this happens again. While we're over here, we should be pretty nice and add ourselves some new anvils. Just stack up, stack, 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 stack. There we go. Lots of anvils now. Lots of room for people to add new enchants to all of their goodies. And now it's time to head back over to the casino because we have something big to do today. And as we approach, you can actually see, well, there is a great big checkerboard wall up. I took some inspiration from the wall that was that used to be here, closing off the casino. But don't worry, the casino is not closed. You can still access it. But this part of the casino is under construction. That's right. You can actually see I've got some shulker boxes and some chests laid out. And let me fly over there, and I can actually show you what is over there. Here you go. You can actually see, uh-oh, I've got my bed laid out. That means it's going to be a big project. All of these shulker boxes are full of good things. And yeah, this should be a good one. It's been a few weeks since I did a big project, so I don't know, I'm a little rusty and I'm a little nervous, but let's give it a try. Let's hit that time lapse. End of the first time lapse, and I say the first time lapse because I'm going to do more later in this episode, but I wanted to pause here for a couple reasons. Reason number 1, I wanted to show you guys kind of what I have done down here. So if I just kind of fly through this trench here, you will see the whole thing has been dug out all the way over here, and then on the other side as well. We got this little trench that goes right around here. You might be wondering why. What's all this for? Well, let me just give you a quick overview of the entire area here. If I fly right up here, I should be able to look down on it. Yeah, so see this big square area here? You didn't think this was going to stay like mycelium forever, did you? Because that would just be ugly. And of course, I am all about making sure that the whole casino property is beautiful. And so I have a big plan for this area right here. And that's what I'm starting with right here. So I did have to temporarily disable this little thing that I built last week where the recycle bins feed into water streams and go along here, just because I need to put up a wall here. And obviously I can't just put water in here because it would just be leaking all over the place. And that would be no good, no bueno. So I'm going to wait till I build up to that level and then put the water streams back in, and everything should be fine after that. But that's not the only reason why I stopped, because while I was digging, I encountered... Oop, that's my phone. While I was digging, I encountered this hole right here. And I accidentally dropped some materials down there, and so I went down here and down and down and down to collect some materials. And, yeah, suddenly I came across this. And I thought, what the heck is this? So let me take a quick look at this book. Need Freeze. The sound of multiple entities might scare you, but be not afraid. I am here to help you and my friend. Another V is coming and time is running out. I did my best to find out who, but I can't. My friend gave you the hint of starting the impossible challenges to get us some time. It turns out that one of the players seems to be more advanced and is not so much focused on your game. This is where I come in. Need Freeze, I'm hereby giving you the task of building a giant black market underneath VidMC's base. Make sure he knows about it and give him a reason to find the entrance. Make him curious and let him focus on there for at least 4 more weeks. Your punishment for failing can't be big enough. Remember, the power of the ancient city can't leave the deep dark. If you win, I will grant you the wish of seeing what lies ahead. V. Well, I don't think this book is for me. I mean, it's very clearly addressed to Need Freeze, but it has something to do with her building the black market, which, now that I look at this blackstone here, I kind of feel like this might be the entrance, or at least the back way into the black market. Oh, that's an end crystal. Yeah, I don't want to. I mean, I could break this, right? I could sneak in there. Yeah, this is the black market. This is absolutely the black market. So, oh, I see. So she was actually trying to build the black market right underneath my casino. Huh. Well, that's interesting. And it also appears from this book like it might have been V, which actually asked her to do it. For those that don't know, V is the visitor. We don't know exactly who the visitor is, but apparently the visitor comes to our server and gives us things to do, or makes sure that we're actually doing the things that we're supposed to do, or gives us consequences if we don't do what they say. It's kind of a complicated thing. So regardless, I'm not really sure whether Anita knows this book is here. I don't know whether she left it here for other people to find, or whether, or whether she has finished her task, or whether it was me she was supposed to keep occupied. I'm not really sure. You know what? I might have to talk to her about this later, but for now, I kind of want to get back to just building. And so for now, I am just going to leave this hole right here where it is, and I'm going to cover it all over with some dark prismarine, which is the first layer that actually goes down here. So hopefully she doesn't need that, but if she does, then I know where to find it again. So without further ado, let's go back to building and hit that time lapse. time lapse, and yeah, I went a little crazy and built myself an ocean monument. I basically recreated it pretty much block for block. I did add some embellishments to it as well, such as these arches. I changed them. I actually, I actually made it a little bit more even as well, just because it fit the whole square thing better. And hey, look who it is. It is NeatFreeze, and I need to talk to her because I found something while I was digging. Come on down. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So, come over here for a second. First of all, oof, sorry. What do you think of my ocean monument?
Yeah, it's cool.
Pretty neat, eh? That's the new like centerpiece for my casino build. And oh look, I guess I forgot to put the sea lanterns in on this side. But anyway, that's not why I came down here.
Yeah.
Why I came down here was because while I was digging this big trench, there happened to be like a little hole right about where you're standing. And
yeah, that's the black market.
Yeah. But I found something. I found like a little book in there, and I thought maybe we could go down and take a quick peek. I just have to figure out where that hole is again. It's around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. All right. Join me, if you would. Right down here.
Ooh, sorry.
It's all right. Boo. Right about here. Yeah,
Ow.
see, I found this lectern, and like obviously this is like the edge of the black market, but yeah, this book, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's my fee assignment.
Yeah, it sounds like your assignment was to, maybe give me a reason not to go digging in my base for a couple weeks so that so that you'd have time to build your black market, keep me distracted with things like the Floor is Lava game and stuff so that I wouldn't find the black market, eh?
Basically, the black market was a distraction from something else.
Uh-huh.
And I really want to protect the server with what I'm doing. And, well, I think I'm gonna ask you to help me as well.
Oh.
And I'm gonna use that for that.
Oh. This is a big one then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For the protection of the server and all Minecraft, I need you to help me with the redstone of the water maze. The final impossible challenge.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't even say no. This is an IOU. This is like, you do it, right? So,
yep.
Okay, absolutely. I'm happy to do some redstone for you, and I guess protect the server as well.
It has a bigger story, but once the game is on, I will tell you the bigger one.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
There might be, I don't know, there might be someone on the server that we can trust. So this has to stay between us and your audience.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah,
I don't know.
My lips are sealed.
I don't know which fee and which person has the assignment to defeat the warden and get to the other side of that portal. So, just keep it sealed.
That was the thing that confused me, because your book seemed to say that there was another V, and I thought I thought V was one. I thought there was only one V. Does that mean that there's more than one V?
There are more entities.
Ooh,
and I believe some are good, some are bad.
Oh,
we just don't know what they are and where. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm happy to do my part to make the game as good as it can be, and also obviously protect the server if that becomes necessary.
Yes, thank you.
So that was pretty interesting what Anita had to say about protecting the server and all that. I'm not quite sure I understand exactly, but what I do know is that, hey, I finished my big ocean monument, and let me go into free cam mode and just show you what I'm talking about here. So here it is. This is the ocean monument, and of course I have taken a little bit of liberty with it, most notably, of course, the colors, which might look a little bit, how how can I say, ugly? Yeah, it's a little bit over the top, but I don't know if you've ever been to Las Vegas or you've ever been to a place with a big casino, but they tend to have like big over the top type structures that are, you know, borderline ugly, but they look really good in certain circumstances. And well, one of those circumstances for me is when I put on shaders. So let me just switch into shader mode for you here and check this out. Yeah, it looks a lot better in shader mode. And actually, to be honest with you, one of my favorite things to do now is to come inside and take a look at it right here from this angle or from this perspective. Take a look at the glistening floor and the beautiful lights reflecting off of the floor and like all of the reflective materials, the emeralds and this is oxidized copper, by the way, which I actually didn't know that with shaders would be reflective, and it actually is. It looks really cool. Got the gold accents on the front, got the ochre frog lights as well to sort of match with the gold theme, and then the verdant frog lights around to match with the green. And oh man, I don't know. When I look at it like this, it looks so good to me. So I guess what that means is it is time for me to tear down this wall right here. Use my little shears, get those out. And yeah, basically this is no longer under construction. We are now ready to release this to the public so that when people come along into the front doors of the casino, they are met with this beautiful and majestic sight. And now that all of the wool has been removed, I guess I'm going to go back into shaders mode and show you all of the glory of the Golden Carrot Casino with the Ocean Monument in shader mode and at night, which I think actually looks really spectacularly cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm super glad that you decided to stick with me in this episode, and if you want to see another cool episode, check out the video on the screen where in the last episode I went Mario Kart ice boat racing with my friends. Links to all of the other Igniter members are in the video description, and I'll see you in the next episode.